See the water dealer system go. We've got 9, 8, engines ignition, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff. Liftoff of Starship Flight 8. And Starship has cleared the tower.
20 kilometers an hour. Watch the Mach. Mach diamonds, longest Mach diamonds in the world. 190 kilometers an hour. 300 kilometers an hour. 400 kilometers an hour.
Actually, kind of nice getting those live sounds coming in through your mic. That is what it sounds like out there. It is probably extremely loud, so difficult to not have that come through on the microphone. Definitely awesome to see this in person if you guys get the chance one day.
Yeah, as we're a little more than a minute in real time into the flight, passing through max Q, point of greatest aerodynamic pressure on the vehicle. Coming up on a few milestones, we'll see booster, most engines cut off for MECO. That'll be followed by hot staging and the start of the booster boost back burn. At that point, they'll make the call on whether they're in a position to catch the super heavy booster or divert for an offshore landing. Watch in the bottom corner of your screen for those 6 Raptor engines on the ship upper stage to come to life before hot staging. Initial call that they are go for booster catch. See if that remains true throughout hot staging. Coming up on hot staging, MECO. And there you see that hot staging in real time. We're seeing that on the SpaceX feed now as well.
Wow. That
And it looks like
ground
we've
camera
got
looks really good.
2 engines out on the center ring on the super heavy booster out of the 13 expected to relight. All 6 Raptors on the upper stage have lit, though. They pulled go for booster return. A little more than 3.5 minutes into this mission, the boost back burn shutdown has happened. Hot stage rings should be jettisoning here momentarily. Down to 3 engines on the boost back burn. Now about 4 minutes into flight. Call for a boost back shutdown. That hot stage ring jettison's coming up here next. And there you can see it falling away from the super heavy booster. And Zach, that's some of that prop venting that you were talking about earlier, right? That little puff that we're seeing.
Yeah, exactly. You can see that puff coming out of the bottom of the booster. It's would look a lot different at sea level because there would be less expansion. But yeah, they gotta empty out that main tank as much as possible, and they're also trying to drop the internal tank pressure as well too. So that's why you'll see that.
Now a little more than 5 minutes into flight. We've got about a minute and a half before we see the landing burn start up. Landing burn start coming up here in about a minute. Now a little more than 6 minutes into flight. We'll see the start of the landing burn begin in real time. Our camera on the right. Landing burn start in real time. Closing in on the tower. And it looks like a good catch of the super heavy booster. Once again for
Awesome.
a third time. And it was right about this time last go around where we started to see some of the engines having issues on the ship upper stage. So we're watching that telemetry data on the right-hand side of your screen in the bottom corner. But so far, it looks like things are remaining healthy with the ship upper stage so far. Continues to increase in its speed. Currently 144 kilometers in altitude. Starship engine cutoff is now less than a minute away. And we are seeing some of those engines going out ahead of schedule.
Oh,
And it looks like we're in a tumble.
Jesus.
Really market tumble. Would expect
That
them to lose
is
communications shortly.
that is not good.
We'll see if they have communications long enough to trigger the automatic termination system. But this is markedly not what they wanted to see with this second flight of a Block 2.
Yeah, that is very unfortunate.
Let's listen into SpaceX commentary to see if they have any additional information about what's happening. You saw the Raptor engines on Ship 34 drop out one by one. And getting some reports that the ship may be visible from Central Florida. Working to see if we can get some images for you. If you're in Central Florida or in South Florida and you happen to be seeing the status of the ship upper stage, step outside if it's safe to do so, snap a video or or snap a photo, take some video, and tag us on social media at either at Lab Padre or at Spaceflight Now. Love to see from your vantage point what you're seeing.
So there will not be a catch attempt on Flight 9.
Yeah, I think that's, if there's anything definitive you can say about what comes next, is that it would be a decided shock if they were to proceed with a ship catch attempt with Flight 9. I can't imagine, given the circumstances.
Yeah.
And it sounds like we've got sorry to cut you off, a video of visibility coming in from Orlando